my students and I have bought probably 22 to 24 deals in the last 2 years. So we're finding one a month amongst us. Some students have bought as many as 7 in that time frame. I've got several students who have 3 or 4 under contract and are looking to wholesale them. So I'm just helping them decide, hey, who is this deal a best fit for? Either within our program, which is always my first choice, or outside of it to folks that maybe aren't in the program, but just offer a good end buyer for my student who's looking to make a wholesale fee. And I've got some students, they're rock stars. They can find deals way better than I ever could. The beautiful thing is it's a very low volume, high margin strategy that I teach anyways. I've been doing this 10 years and I'm on deal number 5. So this isn't a lot of times when real estate investors are coming from the residential side, they have this idea that they've got to find a deal every 3 months and it's got to keep going. But the truth is 1 or 2 well-placed deals can be life-changing, and you might not ever have to do another one beyond that. I find that most of us do, because there's a degree of addiction that comes with, the hunt and the finding the deals and all that good stuff. But really it just comes down to me, the key is consistency over time, rather than super excited for 3 weeks and then I'm going to give up, right? It's that unwavering belief, Hal Elrod, the miracle equation, right? I know I have the ability to achieve it, and I'm not going to stop until I do. The inevitable conclusion of you applying those 2 beliefs to your life are that you will succeed.
Right. Man, I got to tell you, dude, so my first flip, so I had the full-time job. I wanted to get into real estate investing. My first flip took me literally 82 offers. And Steve Cook was my coach. And I remember going to Steve and saying, after offer like 50, I'm like, dude, this just does not work. He's like, trust me. To your point of having a coach, someone to kind of keep pushing, keep encouraging you. He's like, keep trying. I get to 75. I'm like, Steve, listen, I trust you, but I'm just telling you it doesn't work. And wouldn't you know, 82 offers in, I got that first deal accepted, made half my year's salary in that first flip. Now the second one, I got better. And so it took me around 40 offers. Third one was down to like 25, and so you get better. And so so for everyone listening right now to Mike, I don't think it can be overstated. What you're saying is just so true. And I look at many things in my life, and it's been the same exact lesson. Especially if you feel that this is something that you can do, or you've seen other people do, there's no reason why you can't do it either. Maybe you're just gonna have to try longer, but eventually something's gonna give, and it's either gonna be you, or it's gonna be you're going to get that deal, or you're going to get that offer and accepted and get that facility. So that's awesome, man. That's so true.
So I got a question for you, Mike. And I'm still a little bit kind of on the whole thing when Voja was talking about where he's looking at the facility by his daughter and by his mom, but he didn't mention about looking at the facility by his best friends. But hey, I don't know how I'm going to handle this, but I'll get over it. So my question for you is, because I think some listeners on here, the next thing that probably in their head is like, wow, okay, storage facility sounds good. Looks like this would be a good investment, but that sounds like I need to invest a lot of money into this, because this is not a single family house. The storage facility is probably a few million or whatever. I don't have that kind of cash laying around. What's your answer to that?
Yeah, there's a couple good answers to that. I'll share one, my personal experience, and I don't mind talking about the resources I had to invest into each of the properties I bought. It's changed over time, but my first property, I invested $40,000 of my own money. I borrowed $60,000 privately, and then I also got a bank loan for $250,000. So it was a $350,000 property. As a quick aside, I sold that property a little under 2 years ago for $1.8 million. I had spent some money expanding it, but the overall profits on that very first deal were $1.5 million when you count cash flow and equity. So $40K is a lot of money, to your point. I've since invested in deals where I've put down as little as $5,000 on a $500,000 property. So that was 1%. I will be the first to say that my track record on that first deal and a subsequent one were what allowed me to get in with so little skin into that one that I just mentioned. And so I will say that no money down deals are the exception rather than the rule, or at least that's what I used to say until I brought Ken Holmes into the Storage Rebellion and started teaching him what I know about storage. He overlaid what he knows about debt-free investing, and he's now in the process of purchasing his 4th property with no money down. And we're talking about, just to give you a very quick numbers so you understand, we're not talking about little entry-level properties that might not be worth their time. He bought a $400,000 property that's now worth $1.2 million. He bought a $200,000 property that we're actually under contract to sell for I think $435 later this month. And more recently, he bought an $800,000 property, all no money down.